Video will cover using autofill to complete blank cells, format numbers, and align reports properly. So assuming you receive this report from the data analyst and your goal is to provide insights on the trend or growth of gross sales or performance of the sales teams over the past year. So that is Q1 to Q4 2022 numbers. How do you make sense out of these numbers? So the first thing that I notice when I look at this is the numbers are not formatted, and there are blanks over here. So that means that this store ABC is the same store for this other two rows, but it's not labeled. And then the same here. Assuming you have hundreds of stores or thousands, how do you make sure within just quick shortcuts you're able to fill out this? The other way out is you spend 8 or 9 hours just typing ABC here and the likes. But I'm going to show you a quicker way of doing this. So let's get to it. So the first thing is I would just click Control A. That selects the area. The other way around is you start from store and click and drag to select. I like Control A, saves time. Then I'll go to the find and replace those blank cells with the correct description of the store. So one way of doing it is click home, go to find and select, and then go to and then you click special. But I like the shortcut better. There's a F5 on your keyboard. You click on that, it's going to take you same spot, and then click special, then find the blanks, click OK. Then that's what it does. So the active cell is this cell B7. So you type equal there, and then you click on the top, which is the ABC, right? So click Control and Enter. Autofills the whole report, right? Nice. So you don't have to worry about typing everything one cell at a time, right? So we've now dealt with that. Now we move on to the next part. How do we format this better? So these numbers are currency sales, right? So we select them and then we click Control 1. That brings the format cell menu, and we want to format the numbers. These are currencies, but I don't want to put the dollar value just yet. I will click None. And if it's a negative, I want it to be in brackets like that. So I'll click OK. Now the numbers are shown in a much more cool way. So if it's 1,000, I know. If it's 100,000, I know. I won't be thinking it's a million when it's 100,000, right? So now it looks a little bit cleaner. What else do we need to do to make this look better? Well, I know that it's important to see the totals. So I'll click equal sum. That's the function to add things. So I will now select from the top cell over there and sum up all of this. Close it and do that. It's a shortcut for sum. You don't need to type the whole thing. You just need to click Alt plus, and that is what it does. So once I do that, I'll just bring my cursor over here. Once it turns to a plus, it's ready to autofill. So I can drag it to the right, sums up everything else. Oh, a cool way would be I just click on it and then just hold the shift right arrow and then control right. Control R is the shortcut to fill right or to fill right. So now this is called what? Let's be explicitly clear. It's total. So I want to bold this, and then I also want to format these numbers just like I did the others, but this time I want to show them in dollars. So currency, because that's the total line. Later on when we go to the advanced step, I'll start telling you about why I actually choose those kind of things. But I want to make sure that we have that in dollars, so we know we're not dealing with just units, but it's actually dollars. So that is that. So I want to also add a border here, Control 1, borders, and then this is the border that's selected. I'll apply it on top. I'll do it. And then now I want to make this look prettier. I'll copy this, bring it down here, delete this. I want to align this center here, but I want to align it differently. So in the Control 1, the menu you see, you go to align, you can come down, center across selection. That's a cool trick. It's going to center this, not just center. So next time you add something in the middle here, it's still going to center it. So what's the other thing I want to do? I want to make sure that this header looks different. I want to add a field to it. So I think that looks way more cooler. So now what else do I need to do in terms of my formatting? I want to do this here. I want to align these numbers differently. So I want to have those sign out like that. And this is what I want them to be like. So, okay, what else can I do here to make it look even better? I can show the sales growth. So quarter over quarter, I just shortcut it. So growth. Right, so I'll just put it over here. I want to see how our sales trended over the year, right? So this is this current quarter divided by the past quarter minus 1 is a growth formula. So now I can control right that to autofill it, or I can just click here and just drag it to the right. So now that looks way better, right? What else what do we see now? So we've seen that sales has done very well in between Q1 and Q2, then it dropped in Q3, and then it went up again. So we probably might need to check what is happening, what actually happened in Q3. So then what else do we need to do? I also don't want to see this grid line, so I could click the view. And then when you come to view, there's these grid lines. So Excel by default brings these lines. If you remove them, the report looks way much more cleaner. So I can have this as italic like that. So to select this whole report and have the same format on it, I want to have everything font, let's say 12, every single thing. So now we know how to autofill or use F5 to fill out the blank space. We also know how to align and format numbers in a whole report. And now we know how to bring insights of the report by just adding in some things and reorganizing some. So thank you.